A few months ago, I made a video about the problem that Kaizer Chiefs is facing, and I said it's fitness. Yes, there are other problems that we can discuss on other videos, but on that video and on today's video, I want us to focus on the fitness part. Because we have seen a lot of times those one is on the side screaming, telling the players to go and press the opponent, be in their face, be aggressive, win the ball back, punish them. And you can see that on players like Abu Dupree and Abu Saile here and there, Abu Mdu trying. But for the rest of the team, you can see that this is not something that they are used to. To a point where even against Pirates, the Chiefs were sitting a bit deeper and then they set up a midfield traps so that they can press a Pirates when they go through the middle, which is not usually what Chiefs tries to do or what we saw Zwane trying to do beginning of the season. Because what Zwane tries to do is suffocate the opponent from the front to make sure they don't even try to get anywhere near the midfield and forcing them to kick the ball, and then we can win it and play the ball towards them. But now the question is, if Kaizer Chiefs are struggling with fitness, they should hire a fitness coach. But then someone will say, hey, wait a minute, Chiefs does have a fitness coach, and they do. But the problem is this: there's a difference between fitness and conditioning. By definition, if fitness is just having a healthy and strong body that can do lots of different things, right? So if I go out, nyachoka, I get my cardio in, I come back, I do some push-ups, chest, I do some sit-ups, abs, I'm fit basically, and I can do a lot of running, I can do some heavy lifting basically. I'm a fit person. That's what you would regard as a fit person, right? But when it comes to conditioning, it's a different story. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please do like it, because that's how YouTube spreads content like this to more people like you. If you like the video, then they will spread it to more people like you. Now, let's go back to conditioning. Conditioning is about getting ready for a specific activity. Note that with the fitness, it's about getting the body strong and healthy to do a lot of different things. But when we are talking about conditioning, it's about specifically training for Uguti. How do you press for 10 minutes, which will be your system that you'll play for the entire season. Now, you are training specifically to press every game for 90 minutes and do that for 30 games or 40 games in a season. Now, that's conditioning. You are now being shaped into this specific thing that is required of you to play in the system. Because, for instance, you can be fit, but not conditioned. You can be fit enough to play for Arrows. 40 Arrows, I'm just making them as an example. You can be fit enough to play for Arrows, but that does not mean you are conditioned to play for Arrows. For instance, if you are not trained specifically, Uguti, when you are just going to work harder account. That's all you do. What you do is that we play the ball over and then you sprint for account. We are conditioning you ukuthi every game you can sprint for like 5 minutes and the rest of the game you are just walking. Because if you are not conditioned properly, then you end up pulling on hamstrings. You end up not lasting the entire season because your body is not made in a way that is adapted to the system that is being played. So because eChiefs is only using a fitness coach to be a conditioning coach, then we have these problems. Right now, eChiefs ibukeka ngathi we have problems with players when it comes to fitness, because at times we say, no, these players are just lazy, why are they not pressing? But what if they're just scared? If I just go a little bit faster, then that's it, that's my hamstring gone, and that's my season basically gone, because I tried to do something that my body couldn't take. And I will give them some credit. As much as we don't have a conditioning coach, which is something that should be addressed, obviously, they have tried to improve other areas, right? Because when it comes to nutrition, by the way, I've never heard of a Kaizer Chiefs nutritionist. I checked, I didn't see. Maybe there is. If you know one, let me know in my comment section. But they've tried limiting things like Uguti, there will be no drinking of alcohol and no smoking, which are things that will affect performance yabadlali as well. But the fact that you have to tell a professional player Uguti you shouldn't drink during the season, that's also a red flag on its own. But that's not where I'm at. I'm just at a point Uguti eChiefs has a lot of problems and this is one of them. And who knows, ukuthi maybe just adding that conditioning coach to the team who can work closely with Bheki Maluleke, then all of a sudden uzomangala ukuthi Chiefs will look much better and they will give you more consistent performances. Because one of the things that we've been complaining about ukuthi Chiefs, they give you this game, a good performance this game, the next game they don't press. One game they press, the next they don't press. So then you're like, how? Kanti, what is wrong with this team? If you're still watching to this point, please share this video with your people on your social media. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, remember, equals alphela umoya.